Hello my dear Taurus, this is your love and spirituality reading for the mid-month of June 2018 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I read for the signs in order of most liked video, so don't forget to hit the thumbs up button for your sign, and thank you all for liking, watching, commenting and subscribing to my channel. I have put astrological information for the month of June in a video of its own that you can check out in my playlist Q&A. You can also find it at my webpage www.queenofcupstarot.se. The reading can go both ways. The message is for the people who watch it, so if you cross-watch for another sign and recognize yourself as the main person in the reading, just trust your own intuition and you will get the message you need. For this reading, I used the Osho Zen Tarot by Deva Padma. I have been using it since 1995, and many of you have asked how I have learned to read tarot in the way I do. This deck has been my main source of inspiration together with Crowley's Tarot. It is working with the wisdom of Zen and can be used together with cards with Zen stories to get an even deeper knowledge of your situation. I will make a hopefully shorter 5-card spread to make it more digestible for you. It didn't work out that well with Libra. It was a 50-minute long reading, but I will do my best. When I open your deck here, Taurus, I see we are the world and flowering. So flowering here is, of course, you is the Queen of Pentacles. It can also be another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your life. We are the world in the reverse might mean that you are feeling overwhelmed by the world in some sense. Maybe you have been forced to separate yourself from things that before were seen as valuable for you. The Queen of Pentacles, she is like a dandelion flower that just spreads her seed and she doesn't really care where they end up. So being out in public, Taurus, you can be overwhelmed and feel used and abused, so your energy might run low when you are in public. So that might be the reason to why you are shunting away here. But we are the world. 10 of Pentacles in reversed is also talking about you keeping your riches for yourself. Maybe you don't spread your seed as you were supposed to. Maybe you have a life mission and you are not fulfilling it. So it can go both these ways. Okay. So I call the divine with love and light, and here we have maturity with the flowering card. So it shows that you have the possibility of a new beginning here at your feet, but something is going to have to change with how you display your energy. Either you need to put more energy into what really counts, or it might be that you need to stop losing too much energy in situation that's not really, it's not really for you to give there or for you to do those things. You need to maybe delegate a little bit more of your chores or the things that you are doing, so that you only do the things that's important and that's yours, like cleaning outside your own porch, not cleaning the whole neighborhood. Okay, so I call for archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we have the outsider and maturity. So I'm thinking if you have been overdoing things, over functioning, it's because you feel like an outsider and you don't want to be an outsider. You want to be included. So you might have put too much demands on yourself, pushing yourself to do things that was really not yours to be doing in the first place, and it's because you have felt outside. So you try to connect, you try to be one of in the social group, and but none of these things was for you at all. You need to listen to your body more. Yes, you can go to that garden party, but when your body says it's time to go home, you go home. You don't have to stay 2 hours longer just because your friend Sally will be alone in other case, okay? So it's also that if someone inviting you to something and you really want to go, but you have too much chores at home, leave those chores for another day. Life will not go, will not have like another go on this. So spend your time well. Okay. So I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading. For my dear Taurus viewers, you have gotten only Pentacles card up till now, and here the other thing comes. So we have consciousness here. It seems like you are awake and aware, and you're ready to share your beautiful life essence with the public. It's the 6 of Wands, so it's about walking on your highest path towards your highest destiny, being a pioneer, making a new road for yourself, creating your own fortune, and also making win-win situations so other people can do this too. But when it comes to friends and family and opening up, it seems like a little bit of a closed door. So you might not have energy enough to put in both these areas. If you have some important soul mission, you might need to downsize the time that you spend with various friends. It doesn't mean that you need to show less love towards your family. It's just that now you have this important thing to focus on. Put focus there, because it will pay off in the end. It's sad that these cards comes in the reverse like this, but the message is clear. You have very little energy to your disposal, and you have tried a lot. It's like here the 2 of Cups in reverse. It kind of indicates a person that's trying to be in a specific way to be loved. It's not, you're not going to be loved this way by giving of yourself or exposing yourself or taking the heat or whatever it is that you do. You will get love by being yourself and being in your full self-respect. So this will yield. It just shows that if you put energy into this, your consciousness, your like the things that's for you, it will give you a better self-esteem, and you won't be so fragile and naive and easily exposed or abused in different relationships, because you will have found your self-respect, so you won't just give it away for free here. Okay, so where were I want my dear Taurus to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have slowing down in reverse. I also want you to have creative success and to find yourself walking on the highest path towards your highest destiny. So Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this kind of you, why you are in the reverse, the Fool. Okay, so the Divine wants you to take a leap. You're not supposed to procrastinate anymore. Go on with what it is that you're doing. If you want to change or create, just do the change, just do the creation. Don't hesitate, don't think so much, just go, just do it. Okay, just jump. Okay, so more normal time for shuffling. 8 minutes and not 29 as in my previous reading. So thank you. I will just tune in for a few seconds here. Okay, so my dear Taurus, this will be a 5-card spread for you. It's a reading where we have the center card here. That's you or your situation. This is your past, and this is your future. This is the past of the energy on the outside of you, like your outside circumstance, people on the outside, people, a person that you're dealing with, the divine messages, or like what any situation that you're dealing with, and it's the past. And here's the future of sad circumstance, situation, or entity. Okay, and this is you right now, and we have Beyond Illusion, and it's what I sensed, that you are in a very important passage of your life. So you can't spread your energy too thin. You need to focus on what's really important. So Beyond Illusion is a very beautiful card about seeing the bigger picture. You are also accomplished something and reached a higher knowing. The Judgment card is 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. So it's connected to the High Priestess, but also 11, Justice. 1 plus 1 is 2. So Justice and High Priestess, these are cards about high moral values and ancient knowledge. So you have reached to a point where you can trust your own moral values. You can trust your own instincts about things. You can trust your own intuition. You can trust your own feelings and beliefs, okay, and go in that direction. Don't be distracted. Don't second guess yourself. Don't question yourself, okay. Not too much. With that Beyond Illusion, there's a risk that we are seeing things from so many different directions that we get like we get stuck, okay, because we see that person's view on this, we see this person's view on this, we see that person, our own view on this, and nothing seems to be right because we can understand all these people, and then there's very hard to make a decision. But then you actually need to make a selfish decision because you have very limited energy, Taurus, at your disposal, and you are working now with retrieving it. So retrieving lost soul parts, retrieving energy that you have given away, taking in your strengths again, making yourself into a more compact being, because it's like you're loading your gun for, it's going to be shoot you're going to shoot your gun, and it's going to be aimed towards a specific target, so something important that you are supposed to do, so you can't spread yourself thin. And this is your past, and here we have ripeness in the reversed, and this is what I sensed with you. You have had problems with taking care of yourself, grounding yourself, pampering yourself, nurturing your self-esteem, taking care of your body, things like this. So when you take time after you have showered, for example, and really moisture your body, or when you take time to fix your feet or do a great meal for yourself in a slow motion, that is self-love, okay? So when you are very hasty and stressful with these things and just, you know, do everything very quickly, that's a mirror of your lack of self-love. So you need to take more times for walk in nature, meditating, doing yoga, painting, reading books, whatever, okay? So you nourish this part of yourself so you will be full and rich, okay? And this is your future, and we have compromise here. So it's a real danger that you will not be able to, you are still having like, it's easy for you to overfunction. And it's easy for you to do everything for other people. For some Taurus, it will be the other way around. So you're under-functioning, you're rebelling towards people by not doing anything and not taking responsibility. But that will be rare cases. In most of cases, you are over-functioning, you're doing too much. So this is what's going to be on the agenda in the future. That you are not, you're seeing too that you are not cleaning someone else's doorstep, okay? Just your own. You can, if you are paid to help a client, you help a client, but you don't have to, you're not responsible for their whole life. If you you want to help your children with doing something, you go and help them, and they help you back with something else. It needs to be a like exchange of energy a little bit. It can feel like you are being cheap or something, but it's not like that. It's like you're doing a spiritual transformation where you are learning how to use energy in a much more harmonious way. So it's like practicing. It's like you're going to school here, how to use your energy in a more life sustainable way, a more resilient way. So this is going to be on the agenda. I think you get a lot of your self-esteem by helping other people and being everything for everyone. And this is also keeping you from the Five of Pentacles, feeling like an outsider. But you don't have to feel like an outsider if you perfected your inner garden and take real good care of yourself. What can you be missing, possibly? if you are taking real good care of yourself. You can sit underneath a lemon tree and have a bowl of rice and you will be happy, okay? You don't have to have more than that. So take care of yourself, nurturing your inside, nurturing your body, your temple, and you will be fine. You don't have to feel like an outsider. You will be loved, at least by you and the divine. Okay, so this is the past of your circumstance, situation, people that you're with. And we have integration in the reversed. So you might be dealing with outside person's shadow, if you become too much the light, you are always nice, always doing everything for everyone else, you might get tics, like people that will suck the lifeblood out of you, for example. And so that will be an obvious outside reflection for Taurus. But integration in reversed is like a person that doesn't want to compromise, that refuses to see their own shadow. While you see your shadow and everyone else's shadow, your pain and everyone else's pain, this might be a situation where a person doesn't see even their own nose. Okay, so it's this what Jesus said. It's easy to see someone else's flaws than to see the log in your own eye. Here you have a situation where someone is not seeing the log in their own eye. And this is a perfect demon for you, Taurus, if you are over-functioning and always trying to be everything for everyone else. Then you will get someone here, like a demon, coming and say that you need to give me more, you should do this, you should do that, you need to be this for me. And you will feel very tempted to give in and to give them of your life juice. But remember, it's just an imbalance. Both these cards are talking about balance. Also, Beyond Illusion is talking about balance. So you have all these cards talking about balance. And when you are unbalanced in one direction, you are going to meet people that are unbalanced in the other direction. So when you are working hard, you are going to be surrounded by lazy people. If you are being everything for everyone else, you are going to be with people that only think about themselves, and so on. So when you balance yourself up, your outside will be balanced too, and you won't have this kind of trials anymore where people come in and try to make you feel bad because you're not performing or not sweeping in front of their house. Okay. And here is the future, and we have the slowing down card again, slowing down card. Okay, so it's again the same thing. It's like a red light here. You need to balance up your situation because you need this energy to be used in a much more acute situation. It doesn't have to be acute so that in the sense that it's going to be destroyed. It's more like it's divine timing for you to do something specific. And this divine timing, it's like a door opening. And if you don't take the chances now and waste it with things where there's a red light, and you go and do those things anyway, you might miss this opportunity. Okay, so I'll read Beyond Illusion for you. It's the most important card in the reading, and it will reveal a lot of what's going on inside of you. The real process, when we take away the things that's on the outside here, this is talking more about your soul. Okay. The butterfly in this card represents the outer, that which is constantly moving and that which is not real but an illusion. Behind the butterfly is the face of consciousness, looking inward to what which is eternal. The only thing we can know for sure about this world is that we are conscious, we are awake. We don't know if the world we are seeing is just a dream. The only thing we can be sure of is that we are awake. So this awakeness, you need to nurture it, and be the kind of person that can sit underneath a lemon tree and be content. This will be the perfect goal for you, Taurus. Less of a doer, more of a human being. Okay. The space between the two eyes has opened, revealing the lotus of consciousness unfolding and the rising sun of awareness awakening. Through the rising of the inner sun, meditation is born. The card reminds us not to look outside for what is real, but to look within. When we focus on externals, we too often get caught up in judgment. This is good, this is bad, I want this, I don't want that. These judgments keep us trapped in our illusions, our sleepiness, our old habits and patterns. Drop your opinionated mind and move inside. There you can relax into your own deepest truth, where the difference between dreams and reality is already known. The only distinction between a dream and the real is that reality allows you to doubt and dreams does not allow you to doubt. To me, the capacity to doubt is one of the greatest blessings to humanity. The religions have been enemies because they have been cutting the very roots of doubt, and there is a reason why they have been doing so. They want people to believe in certain illusions that they have been preaching. Why have people like Gautam Buddha been so insistent that the whole of existence, except your witnessing self, except your awareness, is just ephemeral, made of the same stuff as dreams are made of? They are not saying that these trees are not there. They are not saying that these pillars are not there. Don't misunderstand because of the word illusion. The word Maya has been translated as illusion, but illusion is not the right word. Illusion does not exist. Reality exists. Maya is just in between. It almost exists. As far as day-to-day activities are concerned, it can be taken as reality only in the ultimate sense. From the peak of your illumination does it become unreal, illusory. What you can experience is Maya, but it's not unreal. It's there because you can experience it. But the only thing you can know for sure is real is just that you have the ability to experience something and also to doubt it. So this card kind of gave you the suggestion to doubt things, second guess things. Don't say yes immediately before you have making a good judgment. Think things through. Don't just go with what feels good, because what feels good for you, Taurus, seems to be to give it all away, and that's not what you're supposed to do. Okay, so receiving. I felt that card very intensely, so since it was sticking up, I felt it was it. Okay. Receiving. You are so loved. Your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, you sometimes forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of habitable consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe, and be. In that moment, you can receive the love of the universe that is receiving you. It will nourish you with contentment and energy. You have not done this enough, so your soul is becoming parched and it's drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there is not enough coming back in. It is time to bring something back in for you, to receive and be received. You are being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. The healing process below will help you surrender and any guilt or shame you are feeling for having needs in the first place. It will also help you overcome any struggle that you have receiving and accepting, so that your needs can be met. Do you know how much joy the universe gains from being able to give to you? When you delight in what you receive, when you openly embrace a gift and are so happy with it, the universe is fully received by you. In this space, there is joyful communion between you and life. Energy flows more freely and magic happens. When you demur saying you cannot accept, that is too great a gift, or that you are not worthy, you are impeding that flow. You are inhibiting the communion, the connection, the playful interaction between you and the universe. Enough with the false modesty and guilt. You are a radiant sun in human clothing. An exquisite life experience is your birthright. Enjoy it, soak it up, all of it. Include the restoration of sacred rest. From that place of nourishment, you will more effortlessly create, live, and love with greater energy and thriving, pulsing passion. The earth rests each night so it can greet the sun again each morning with the spectacular living art of sunrise. Allow yourself to switch off, step away, close the laptop, switch off the phone, and just be with yourself. You will return and be more efficient and effective. Rest now, play now, and work later. Forget your worries for a while, switch off, do something else, let it all go, and it will all flow. So I love Elena Fairchild's card. They are always wrapping out my readings greatly. I could just take one of these cards and it will be giving the whole picture of what you needed in the first place. So another thing for you is that if you feel like, but I can't rest, I need to pay my bills. Well, get less bills. Minimize your life. As I said, you could be happy just sitting underneath this tree. It doesn't have to be a lemon tree. I know, no, maybe this is peaches or apples. And you can just sit here and eat the apples that falls down, and that would be enough. So downsize your life. See what kind of bills you don't have to have. Buy a new cheaper apartment, or build like a 10 square meters house for yourself, or if you have a family, buy a house somewhere in a neighborhood where it's not so expensive, and maybe more country-like, and live your life more fully. Less work, more play. Okay. So it would also be good for nature, you know, Mother Earth. Less restraint if you are not riding in your car back and forth to your work. Instead, you're sitting underneath the lemon tree. That will not give so much carbon dioxide outpour. Okay, so my dear Taurus, I hope this helped. I want you to take really, really good care. Rest, play, nurture yourself. And I welcome you back to my July reading that I will perform in the mid of June. Okay, bye-bye.